Hello everyone, welcome to lesson 75 of our Golang course. In this lesson, we are continuing with the exploration of the standard-lib sync package. We are going to look at the sync.Pool object, so let's get started. The sync.Pool object, as the name suggests, is used to pool objects or store a collection of objects that can be shared and reused across multiple Go routines. The main objective of using sync.Pool is to save memory by reusing already existing objects. It acts as a cache to reuse existing objects when required. It is beneficial where there is a high number of object creation and destruction rates, or a lot of garbage collection is going on. With its help, we can relieve pressure on the garbage collector. However, there is no guarantee that the object that is in the pool will not be garbage collected. An example of a pool could be a BufferPool, which would be a pool of byte slices for temporary data storage that can be efficient when working with a lot of data. Then we have another common example, which is for database or network connection, a pool can be used to manage resources effectively. Now let us look at the type and the methods associated with pool. As you can see, struct.Pool has only one exported field, which is new, that is function that returns anytime. New is what you provide as the constructor function for generating the objects that the pool will store. The get method selects a random object from the pool if one is available. It removes it from the pool and returns it to the caller. Get may choose to ignore the pool and treat it as empty, calling the new function to create a new instance of the object that is going to be returned. Put is another method that is used to put back an object when the Go routine is done using it. This is done to make it available to be used by other Go routines. It is usually called with the help of a defer statement. Please note that caller should not assume any relationship between the value you put into the pool and the value you get when you call the get method. Let's understand the inner working. The objects are stored in a free list. When you need an object, you call the get method. If the pool has an object available, it will return it, otherwise a new one is created. The caller, after using the object, must return the object back to the pool by calling the put method. If the caller does not return it, then there is no advantage of using a pool, as a new object will be created and returned every time the get method is called. Now let us look at an example. First, let me create a struct. Here I have created a simple struct called myStruct with a field data which is of type string. Now let me create a pool of myStructs. Var pool is equal to sync.Pool, and inside it I'm just going to supply the new function, inside which we are just going to return a new instance of myStruct. So that's all for the pool setup. Now let us run an example to show you how you get and put a resource from the pool. Inside our loop, I'm going to get the instance of myStruct. Please note that get returns the interface, so we need to typecast it to be able to use it. Now let us put data into it. Then let us print the data from the pool object. And then, since we are done with the object, let us put it back to the pool. So as you can see in our example here, on each iteration of the loop, we first get a myStruct item from the pool. Then we save data and then we print it, after which we put it back into the pool. So here, as you can see, if we were doing it in a normal way, we would be creating 10 instances of the myStruct. With pool, we can reduce that. Now let us modify an example to replicate a hot cache which already has instances of the object. So here I have updated our code to create new struct pool in which we accept the initial capacity, then initialize the pool with that number of structs. So that means when we run this, the pool should not be empty and should get some of the initialize objects that we already have put into it. In real world scenario, what you could do is, instead of doing myStruct, you could create a database connection and then store it in a pool. Throughout your application, you would use the pool to get the database connection. So that's the basic concept of pool. So to summarize everything we have learned in this lesson, we saw that SyncPool is used to pool objects where there is a high number of object creation and destruction. The idea is to reduce the load of the garbage collector, so an existing object can be used when needed. We saw that get is used to fetch an object from the pool and put is used to put it back in the pool. Please note that small programs may not always benefit from the use of pool. Benchmarking and profiling should be done before using a pool. That's it for the lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please post a comment under the video or reach out to our Discord server. Until next time, happy coding!